Let's begin today's Vanguard news with Bushiroad sucking Lyrical Monasterio mains wallets dry with the amount of double rares they got in DZBT08. But first, Direful dolls get 2 new cards that Bushiroad tried to pass off as 2 more idols. Direful doll RTA while on rear guard lets you put up to 1 Direful doll card from your drop zone into your soul and get 5k power when she boosts while you have a grade 3 or higher Direful doll Vanguard. Then she's bound at the end of that battle. Take note, she gets bound regardless if you put a card into your soul with her ability or not, because you do as much of the skill as possible. Direful doll Conservator when placed on rear guard from hand lets you put up to 1 Direful doll card from the top 5 cards of your deck into your soul. And while on rear guard, you can bind herself when your other rear guard is bound during your turn, while you have a grade 3 or higher Direful doll Vanguard to give 2 of your units 5k power. This card basically gives you an easier way of setting up your soul for your attack turn. But the deck still has no way of guarding with at least 2 Direful dolls from the bind zone at the same time. Airy Tempo Prizuel while on rear guard lets you put a grade 2 or lower card in hand into your soul when she attacks, and you returned a card from rear guard to your hand this turn by the ability of your grade 3 or higher Vanguard to draw a card, and she gets 10k power. Finally, a card in Lyrical Monasterio that actually has a cost and punishes them with a specific condition. Or so I would think, until someone reminds me that Kyrie can toolbox a soul or something. Demonic Teaser Wilshire while on rear guard during your turn gets 5k power if your Vanguard has the dress up ability, and while on rear guard you can retire herself at the end of the battle she attacked to add up to 1 card with the dress up ability from the top 7 cards of your deck. Did my constant rants about the nation never getting fucking punished finally pay off? Bushiroad's R&D made a card that's basically a worse crockle by potentially going -1, considering there's usually only 4 copies of a card with the dress up ability in a deck. Finally, Audacious Princess Kakumi once per turn, while on the back row rear guard, gives all your units in your center column 5k power when your grade 3 or higher unit attacks from the central back row. And while on rear guard, you can pay 2 energy and putting herself into the bottom of your deck at the end of the battle she boosted, and your grade 3 or higher units attacked 2 or more times this turn to add a grade 3 or higher card with a different name than your Vanguard from your drop zone. Is this for Kyoka or Pacifica? Besides also working with restanding Vanguards like Lutetia, there's so many Lyrical Monasterio groups these days that they're assimilating each other. Meanwhile, Graham Grace and Hound Raisers are starving for actual supports while watching some idol choke to death. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if the day of Lyrical Monasterio finally being fucking punished has finally come.